Here's a super healthy combo of steamed fish and boil and fry or boil and mash breadfruit that's perfect for your next Trini-inspired lime, get together with friends, or ideal for your weekly meal rotation. See the printable recipe below for the exact measurements for a smaller portion. Don't have breadfruit? Use cassava or yuca. We have 3 breadfruit here that we have sliced into pieces, and a peeling. You have to remove the core from the breadfruit because that is tough and will not cook. We are rinsing half a pound of tomatoes, 1 medium carrot grated on the large side of the grater, peel the breadfruit by just wiggling down the skin beneath the skin and the white flesh. It's supposed to be, oh, this is white inside. There are 2 types, a white and a yellow. Yeah. So how do we know when the breadfruit is ready?
When it's soft.
Soft?
The vendor. When it's
The
just
best
soft.
guess is asking the vendor. This is soft?
Yeah.
Doesn't feel soft to me. And see, it has white, whatever is that?
That is the milk.
And
You
white
pick
milk?
It, yeah, when you pick it, the milk is stayed up.
Family of Shatine, yeah.
Family of Shatine.
Cut the breadfruit up, each piece into 4 or 5 pieces. 1 package of baby bok choy, rinsed and chopped.
Yeah,
3/4 pound of pumpkin, peeled and grated. 1/4 pound of grated carrot or 1 medium. And this is the grated pumpkin. And this is actually half a pound, almost half a pound of grated pumpkin. And if you hear noise in the background, it's the neighbors' parrots quarreling, talking, asking for dinner. I swear they're saying foodie. One head of garlic, and this is the garlic. They only eat fruits? 2 bunches of bandania. Okay. How many pimento? A lot of pimento? 1 pepper? Okay, and about 2 bags of pimento. 1 head of garlic. Yeah, 1 tablespoon salt. This is table salt, not Himalayan salt. About 2 tablespoons. I usually average about 1 teaspoon per pound. About a teaspoon of black pepper. Alright. Little less than half cup of green seasoning. Half cup of green seasoning. It's a simple seasoning. Mix it, and if you think it needs more, just add more. Some people like more seasoning, some people like less. The okra is 4.8 ounces. So a little over a 1/4 pound of okra sliced. It could have been whole, but my mother-in-law already cut up the okra for fry okra in the morning. Add enough water to cover by a couple of inches. Add salt to taste. packs of coconut
There's about
powder
water, I think.
with about, I would say, about 6 cups of water. And this is the powdered milk diluted in regular water. Add the garlic in. That's about 4 tablespoons of garlic and onion. 1 chopped onion. Stir and cook until the onion is translucent. Add in the tomatoes, ½ pound. Add in the pumpkin and the sweet potato. No, pumpkin and carrot. Add in the pumpkin and the carrot. It was 1 medium pumpkin and 3/4 pound of, no, 1 medium carrot and 3/4 pound of pumpkin grated. Add salt, tablespoon, a pinch of black pepper. We'll cook that about 5 minutes. Next we'll add in the okra, sliced okra, and you can keep this whole. We'll add seasoning, about 2 tablespoons of the ground green seasoning, and stir well to combine. And she's just trying not to make noise, but there's a lot of noise in the background anyway. Next we'll add in the coconut milk. You can use canned, powdered, or fresh coconut milk. And give it a good stir. We're creating a nice flavorful base. We're adding 1 more cup of water, and we'll cover and bring it to a boil and allow all the flavors to melt. We are checking. You don't add sweet peppers. No sweet peppers, but you could add sweet pepper, I guess. Any of your favorite vegetables. The sauce is thickening at the moment. It should be a liquid consistency and not too thick, because when you add the fish, it's going to continue to boil or steam. And we're using a very large stove with high heat, so the timing may differ on your stove. We just want the carrot and the pumpkin to melt into the sauce to create a nice flavorful base. We'll add another 2 cups, only because we're using a high flame. If you are halving this recipe, you're cooking it on a stove, you may require less liquid. Hot pepper. Huh? How much for a breadfruit?
I don't know, we must just buy the tree.
Oh, okay.
It's not real nice breadfruit, you see how this boiling?
Yeah, it's not boiling, it's not. So the yellow is better because it melts nicely. And how much you paid for the fish? $40 a pound? 280 TT. 7 pound. $280. Wow. We are not adding salt to the sauce now because we seasoned the fish with enough salt. So we'll check again at the end. So we're adding the fish now. It's simmered for about 10 minutes. And kingfish is a very firm fish that will not break up in the pot, which is why we use this fish today. Use any firm fish of your choice. The seasoning from the fish will also continue to flavor the sauce we created. Plus the flavor from the fish as well. There's going to be lots of flavor. Don't forget to also scrape down any seasoning from the basin. Yeah. Just turn it once. Yeah, huh? Yeah. We want to lower the heat as well. And we're lowering the heat here because it's an outdoor stove. We're adding about another 1 to 2 cups of water. You want enough to cover the fish, to have enough to allow the fish to simmer in those flavorful juices. Now we're adding the bok choy. You can also add pak choy cut into 4 or 5 inch pieces. And now we'll cover and allow it to steam. It's going to be very yummy. I've lowered the heat a little more. Cook the breadfruit until it slices easily. We steam this for about 5 minutes and the fish is now fully cooked. So we'll just cover it and let it sit until we're ready to eat. Now we're adding about 2 tablespoons of butter. You can add golden ray if you use that, but we're adding Kerrygold. Just lift up a piece of the fish for us to see with the spoon. Delicious steamed kingfish. Absolutely amazing. I don't think I'll be able to post a nice picture because it's a nice night time. But here it is. Perfect, smells amazing, and it tastes amazing too. We will now take up the fire, the flame, and we'll move on to the breadfruit. Auntie Vashti is visiting. So it has maintained, it maintained its firmness. It didn't mash up. We are now straining the breadfruit. It did not boil very soft, but it's now soft enough so that we can stir fry it. Sorry about that. Straining the breadfruit. We'll add oil to cover the bottom of the pot. We'll add the onion. This is about 1.5 onions. And we'll fry until the edges are brown. We're not cooking this until it's translucent. We're cooking it beyond the translucent point. Add the garlic in. Cook for a minute or 2. We'll add the butter in. Use golden ray if you wish. We'll add in the breadfruit. Then we'll stir well to combine. Okay, we're adding in the green seasoning. It's vanilla. Just vanilla. We have vanilla. And now we'll mash. It's very noisy, so I may mute this part of the video. Oh, it's a kind of mash. Oh, like a mashed cassava. Now we're adding like a tablespoon of salt. Add salt to taste. So it's just not a boil and fry, it's a boil and mash. Or like a mashed breadfruit. Well seasoned. Black pepper. Teaspoon. Keep in mind this is 3 breadfruit. And it's very difficult to turn because it's heavy. And how much minutes? That's done now? And that's done. And that's it. It's done. Take off the stove. It's delicious. And you could do this with cassava too, right?
Yeah, but I don't know about the breadfruit. It just tastes so good.
Uh-huh.
You want to pass?
They had to watch themselves when they go on stage.
Yeah. That's why I don't put myself in my videos.
Where are you coming from?
Oh, that looked good, Vash.
My cousin Vashti stopped by to see me and to show me how to make red mango. And that's her son Stevie, who won Mastana Bahar a couple of years ago. Yes, Terry and his wife Steffi, we've been friends for many years, since we were teenagers. Breadfruit for me has never been one of my favorites, especially since the breadfruit we buy here in New York never melts easily and it's always a challenge to make. But I really enjoyed this meal the next day when all the flavors melded. And that's all there is to it, my sweet friends. A delicious and very healthy dish for the new year. I have recreated this recipe on the blog using only 2 pounds of fish, so you can replicate it at home. Link to the recipe is in the description box below. Served here with boil and fry cassava, recipe coming soon. Wishing you and your loved ones many blessings in the new year. If you love this recipe, please like, share, leave a lovely comment below, and subscribe if you wish to see more. Until next time, stay safe, be well, cook, share, and love. Bye-bye.